Need something to post right here so I could sit. Or do y'all want to see me like this? Yeah, this probably look a little better. Oh, see, y'all can see a nigga face. Oh, shit. Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful, grand rising. It's a beautiful day. It's raining, relaxing. It's a resting day. It's a Sunday. I took my watch off, but there's something in the front though somewhere. And I'm a little chilly. It's chilly. I like where I'm at, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I just think she's best for me. You know what I mean? I know, right? But yeah, I'm just here to tell y'all, no matter what y'all going through, it be hard and shit. Like it be so fucking hard when you going through it and it hurts so bad. When it hurts so bad, when I can't take it and it hurts. That song, whatever she be saying, but I know she be saying something about when it hurts and she can't fucking take it. You feel me? I know it say that because I done heard them words in the song. That's what made me like every day, every day, every day. He gives it to me every day, every you know. And he gonna explain. Yeah, I woke up. Just got up and just felt like I need to talk to the world. I ain't brushed no teeth. I ain't wiped my eyes. I don't even know what I got going on in the bitches right now. I really don't. I just woke up and felt like this. I had a little something up. Excuse me. Y'all's situation right now. I gotta take it slow. Despacito. Upset middle car. Upchalaga. Mira nam he. Closet to mas hila. Como te llamas? Closet de mas hila. Welcome for the family, for familia. Bra. For all my Ghanaians. Bra. Anybody from I know there's something, but I know how to say this. It's Gumma. Good morning. Hello, Gumma. Nigga Gumma. Gumma nigga. Gumma. Yep, like that part. Merhaba. Tashakir Adiram. And welcome. Damn it. I don't know how to say welcome in Turkish yet. Oh, welcome in sign language. Damn it. ASOL. Yeah. But anyway, this is what I came on here to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Let me get straight to it right away. You can do anything you put your mind to. And let me tell y'all young kids something. It's one thing for you to disrespect your parents, sneaking out the door, lying, even stealing from your parent. Because they're the ones that can teach you. They're the ones that will forgive you. You and tell you that, hey, what you're doing suggests a consequence that you ain't ready for. And even if you're ready for it and you can withstand it and get through it, how would you even want to go through it? Ask yourself that. Why would you want to go against your parent that got your best interest at hand and showing you how it is by having the best interest, leading by example, in a manner that God would like for you to love yourself in order to move forward and be able to even go with the ebb and flow? Because see, it's a method to the ebb and flow, because if you don't know that there's a method, it could be madness in a river especially with rocks. And the rocks are the obstacles. Your parents are the tectonic plates that shift and causes a motherfucking tsunami. And that's the warning signs that causes you to, hey, I'm gonna help you shift and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be the bumper. But when you're going bowling, metaphorically speaking, if you out there doing something because you're big enough to do it, and it's going against the ebb and flow, the way that your parent has taught you to do things, you wrong. You dead ass wrong. You wrong, and I don't give a damn how advantageous it is for you. If it works and it's supposed to be in your pathway, I guess. I don't know what bad way it could be the right way. Yes, you can be favored, and God would allow you because you're in high honor to get away with certain things in order to achieve things. We have all experienced that with God. I was like, oh my God. And it's only by God's grace that I was safe because I know when I made that decision. But the decision that you made because you was in high honor, you was given that grace. Good still came of it because you were operating in the name of Jesus, God. And in a way that He would have you to be humble, acknowledging and always Him. So you giving that grace. And when you giving that grace is spread like mayonnaise in the situation, though. You know what I'm saying? That work itself out, but like mayonnaise on a burger. I don't really like mayo like that. But sometimes I can tolerate it. And I wouldn't mind it being on certain sandwiches because I know what it do. But I would never just go buy mayonnaise and put it. I have because I had my daughter living with me and stuff, and I didn't want to prevent her from eating mayonnaise or deprive her from it because I didn't like it. I mean, I kind of grew up on it or whatever. I don't know if I grew up on mayo or Miracle Whip, but I think they all played a role. But certain things for certain, like when I make my potato salad, it's like I use a certain one. Which one y'all use? Do y'all use Miracle Whip or do you guys use mayo? Or do you know the difference? Let me know. Drop it down now. I don't know if you've been watching me or whatever. But for all my futuristics, no matter what you're going through, you'll get through it. Kids and all. Peer pressure is real. It comes in so many different ways. Every parent, every person cannot tell you each way that peer pressure shows up. But I would just say, anytime you feel like you're being tested, not in no arrogant way, but you just recognize that the situation is causing for you to either pass a test or fail. Evaluating the situation as if it was a test. And how are you going to come out? 1,000 or just a mediocre 100? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about it? Being grown, it's not because you can cuss or wear flip flops or if you want to walk outside with your bonnet on. No, that's not being grown. Being grown is not wearing shorts that attract energy that shows that you're really insecure about yourself and you lacking love and you got mommy or daddy issues and you got some childhood trauma with self-esteem and security. And a person that's grown that comes to prey on you, the same ones your mom and your daddy trying to keep you from, they come in and say, oh, let me go get your nails done. Let me buy you a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what I know. That's what I know. That's what you lacking. Come. Either A, they seen their mammy go through it. They went through it. Their cousin, their sister, they know. That's why they strike. It's like a lion going to hunt. Mm, glory be to God. When a lion going to hunt, Get what? He going for the food that he know that he's supposed to eat. The instinct of it all. So while y'all out here trying to run for the ones that's running the streets, running behind dudes that's wrapped up and playing the game because they're surrounded by narcissistic men who like to use and abuse women and knocking off the humankind of things the way it's supposed to really literally be, whether it's just naturally, because the way it's supposed to be is so many ways to make it be that way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to even exclude that. That's the most wonderful thing about it. Um, Experiencing life and all the goodness that God has given us in a good way instead of trying to mix good with bad. And then creating a thing called yin and yang and and then saying don't do it or black and white, is or aren't, personality, no personality, acceptable, not acceptable, normal, not normal. To just alleviate all that extra shit that's driving a bitch absolutely extrally insane. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, Trying hard every day to fight to add up to a personality that really don't even fucking exist because how many who can be that many people that many adjust or not be that many people, but yeah, that many people come feeling so many things at one time, adjusting so many times, adapting so many times, chameleonizing yourself so many times, and trying to strategically still remain, presented sane when everything that's going on around you is insane. Ain't nothing new under the sun type shit happening. People doing different things, doing different things, doing the same thing in different ways, expecting different results as shit. Generational teachings, everybody trying to be pig-headed, egotistical, operating out of ego, trying to impose their way of living, how they was raised, that work for them, that may work for you. That's your tribe, bro. We all do got tribes, but the tribe's supposed to be able to work together. The first thing supposed to do is mankind for this shit to change and get positive. I feel like this can be a way. I'm sure it's many ways, but the way that I have interpreted it is acknowledging the things that need to change, changing them, being okay, and that shit can be uncomfortable at times, right? It could be uncomfortable. It could be foreign. It could create feelings and start having reactions that we would normally motherfucking have if we hadn't allowed some shit to just motherfucking start happening and take place by the shift that we consciously allowed to take place. Not being afraid of that shit. Because you look good in a motherfucking suit and tie and a shirt and a skirt and a dress and some shoes and some Tommy Hilfiger, some Balenciaga, whether you motherfucking talented, untalented, into some pornographic shit, whatever. When you start allowing those demons to drive you and you ain't driving they motherfucking ass, you lost control. You lost control when you start depicting that shit with kids. You know what I'm saying? You compromise a lot of people and that's when you know that what you're doing is speaking volumes, that it's a change. It's a like that's a look in the man in the mirror type ass moment. And then what you do is how you do it. Not even suggesting for you to do nothing wrong. What I'm suggesting it ain't what you do, is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? I think we as humans, our nature does run wild. I think it's almost pretty much okay to watch porn. And if you ask me, I don't give a fuck how a bitch feel about it. Because, me going through my abstinence, you know what I'm saying? I watch porn sometimes. I watch that shit because that's how I want to use my fucking vibrator. That's how I want to motherfucking release my sexual attention, because I understand that I am a highly sexual being. You know what I'm saying? If anybody motherfucking know about that, right, that represents the male phallic and also the female clitoris. You could also look at a motherfucker. See, the body would tell you a lot. Like the lady was talking about how around the mouth, it represents, you know, um, I think like your liver or something. Like you could read the body, you could start seeing like different things on the body. I'm gonna look it up again on YouTube, and I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna tell y'all what she said. But it's some real informational shit. And I hate that I'm not able to tell you. Not hate. I dislike that I'm not able to tell you right now, but I will be able to get to it. You feel me? Um, you know. Anyway, that's all that's done because I fucking forgot what I was talking about. But again, that's like I feel like that's my ancestors giving me, you know, guidance on how far I'm supposed to go with a situation, when I'm supposed to stop going with the ebb and flow. Not looking at it like it's a flaw because it's something that happens quite often, but not even looking at it pessimistically, but quite optimistically because, you know, I'm not going to claim or bring anything into my life. I understand now that there's power in the tongue. I understand now that, I mean, now more than ever, that the things that we say, whether we're born with a veil over our eyes, I think as we all are, I think it's more or less that's how we rationalize it at some point when it started becoming evident, that people can be very much magical. People can have a trait of I can see into the future. People can motherfucking have the trait of I can motherfucking see the past, the present, and what's gonna happen and what ain't gonna happen. And I'm a dreamer. I'm in the vortex, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm the vortex. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm the oracle. I'm saying like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the prophet. I'm the psychic. I'm the medium. It's like, bitch, I'm all of these things. Come experience me. Come fucking get a reading with me and watch me tell you what the fuck you think. And it might just be what you need to know. How about that? Don't try to dictate how much you're gonna know or how. Don't try to dictate how you want to walk away satisfied all the time. Sometimes it's about because I have gotten and paid for readings $200-300 for a bitch to tell me one thing, and I just know I felt cheated. Oh, I felt cheated. And if I knew certain things, at that moment, I think these people would have paid a price. But they had some strong spiritual guys, and I had some strong spiritual guys, and God was so amazing. And because I listened to God, I listened to my spirit guides as well, my ancestors, my way showers, you know, to help me because I just really believe that it's higher things out there because I said that I needed it. I can't even tell you guys. I just know that it's some extraterrestrial shit out there. If you really listen and slow the fuck down. When I say slow down, I'm saying like start recognizing things that are happening. The stoplight is red. How many times am I seeing red a lot in this moment? Am I seeing, what I'm saying, yellow, green a lot? Like, all these colors, numbers sound like slow down. Yes, that much. Pace yourself. I don't know. Right now, I'm seeing somebody, a light skinned boy with a hot top, and it's like bald right here, a little bit of hair right here, wavy, and like curly hair that's sprayed. I mean, this person could be Italian. This person could be Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? I see him going into a corner store. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like an Italian. It could be something like you know what I'm saying, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's Italian. That's what I'm getting from this, but I see him with some black pants, they ripped or whatever, and he be showing his butt. He must have been to jail. I'm not sure, but all that does constitute it, or you're well on your way, and or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear this. I'm just saying. I could read the situation more. I'm just my apologies, but I'm picking up on this gentleman. He a good kid. You know what I'm saying? He wear a little couple of chains, little bit of gold around his neck. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, and but spirit saying slow down. Something he doing is unbecoming. I want you to stop. We'd like you to stop. I'm his uncle, and I like him to stop. It's forbidden. He said just something he needs to fucking stop like that. Ooh, ooh. It's just, some people just, I feel you, bro. Like I literally felt him, and like I don't know, like my whole like right hand so cold, like and my foot, like it's as if it's going to sleep, like but I wasn't feeling that. But my shit's so extra ice cold compared to the rest of my body. Like my right hand, like it seemed like the circulation, I don't know, and my foot is tingling, but and my shit was good just a few seconds ago, you know what I'm saying? I've been moving around, y'all see it. And all of that happened like when his energy left from around me. That's crazy. So like you can see I'm like a little mean, but that was for somebody. Now for the future person, whoever look on these videos, y'all don't get too scared. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna be like, oh my God, how does she know these things? Baby, let me tell you something. I don't know how I know these things. I don't know how I know how to do these things. Ever since I was little, I've been tormented with them for my whole fucking life. Like that boy, um, he like a psychic medium for like celebrities. I feel so bad for him because he got these gifts and the people around him are so amazed, and he just happened to have these gifts with and being around people that are in that celebrity life who are looking for clout. And it's kind of like he feel like he in a circus. So shame on you guys for even making him feel that way, because it's like he's forced to go read these people even though he getting paid, and he really don't mind, but he don't like it when he feel forced because he hasn't been around the right people to show him how to protect getting right to the point about how the level of security that he need, because I know with my gifts and like with his gifts, like when you can see like this and you can help people and you just fucking know and you can't help it, it's like, man, some days I don't mind, I'll just read the fuck out of it. It's like I want to help, and those the days that motherfuckers don't want it, seem like, or they want it or they scared. And then there's other days I'm just like, I don't even fucking want the damn gift. You know what I'm saying? But then I'd be like, oh shit, my bad. I meant to say, because words are so powerful. I am very grateful for my gifts, and I apologize to the universe, for being so ungrateful about them, because they are warning signs. They're like security guards. Like, it's like a peacemaker, a rectifier. You know what I'm saying, man? It's a mother. It could be a motherfucker. It could be your voice. It could be just. And when I say it, it's not that I'm describing whatever gift I have as something tangible, but at the end of the day, is it something tangible? It can be very much so if that's what's happening, if that's what the situation is mandating, is constituting. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. One will call it magic and witchery, call it what the fuck you want. But every time you manifest, you want a job, or you climbing up the level of ladder of in the corporate ladder or whatever, or a manager, or you want some gas, or you want some money, you want to check, or you wake up and you start motherfucking imagining seeing yourself in the white shirt, in the new car, getting a new guitar, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the bar, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Getting a new car, getting a new house, you know what I'm saying? You get these things and you visualize it in your head like a blueprint. You manifested that. That is witchery. So just because people tell you that that's the way that a person is, they used to some people have generational shit that they can't choose. Like when you born into royalty, you can't help you born into royalty. Royalty is just it's not just depicted living in a castle. People can have royalty in the spiritual realm as well. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us do, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that do, we look like we could be fucked with. But them be the motherfuckers not to fuck with. And a lot of times we would tell you very passively, find your ass something safe to fuck to do, and people will not listen, and they will get themselves all jammed up and thinking they dissing they motherfucking dad, and because they have established this many individuals to motherfucking follow behind them in the physical. But bitch, you coming to fuck with a bitch on the motherfucking spiritual and the unnatural, like some charm shit. Like, let me show you what's like some charm shit. Hold on. Some charm shit. You feel me? Grounded. You know what I'm saying? Bitch said just represent being grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got evil eye all on my shit everywhere around me, all in all that right there, so all that. Feel me? It's a shame, garlic and shit. It's like a shame a bitch gotta live like an animal. But at the end of the day, I cannot say that I'm not. I mean, it's just a little. I guess the transition for me is different. I just, never knew I had to protect myself in such a manner. but I guess this is just really what it is. And this may not be for everybody, but for the people that feel like they gotta have garlic in their house and they have to burn sage constantly, they're constantly under spiritual attack. And this is these what these videos are so timeless and for everybody to be able to refute back to. It's a forever thing, guys. I love you. It's like whether, it don't matter. It's always something y'all can look back on and be like, "This girl fuck with us. She love us. She been through it." That was me. That's just my sister, my virtual friend, whatever you need to call me, however you need to feel in order to fulfill the void of needing somebody, because when you are going into hermit mode, when you are stripping yourself of things that don't serve you, when you are letting go, when you are cutting off the left hand because it's caused your right hand to sin, when you are denying your body, when you are denying your flesh, when you are going through a transformational metamorphosis, when you are just going through that change, when you are elevating, when you are shedding old skin, when you are not becoming a when you're unbecoming a when you're not being a reptile, but you're looking at yourself as a child of God, and whatever spirit animal you have, you recognize where you begin and that spirit animal ends and begins, like, and then people, like, I'm talking to those people, my loves. I'm talking to y'all. I'm saying I know that you guys will see the ones this video and understand that. Sit down, relax your mind, when you can. Understand that you are loved. You sitting on the subway and you scared out your mind and motherfuckers is being weird. Just start praying whole hallelujah, saying hallelujah in your head. That's one of the highest praises. Start saying if you can, very lowly if you can, because that is seeking the highest peace. You know what I'm saying? You keep it, you seeking peace. You creating a vibration around you. Glory be to God. He's showing us that we can do these things. And these are avenues, these are tools. These can be looked upon as weapons as well. Because sometimes you have demons that may need these minuscule weapons, if you must look at them that way, if you or teachings, or responses, or however you want to look at it. But you can only really get this knowledge unless you're really going through these things and you got God or something good, or a higher power in your life, because God said He's all things. And He get our attention in so many different ways, because sometimes we can be generationally conditioning, and even with our transition, we would only allow ourselves to go so far because of a natural way of being, a natural way of knowing life. You know what I'm saying? And we could all be broken down and changed, CHANGED, changed. But, you know, if we're not always conscious of that change that needs to come about, that can also be a blind spot, or, a detour, until we recognize it and knowing how much we need to possibly either A, enforce it, B, go with the ebb and flow, see whatever, etc. life may, cause for a situation. But, um, and somebody on here that talk really fast. God saying that He wants you to just pray specifically to Him about slowing your speech down, because somebody never listened to you, or you feel like you could never speak, or you never could talk. Even if whatever the reason is, you know, you're speaking too fast. Slow down and articulate and use your words. The enemy, he come to kill, steal, and destroy. He like to make us feel like we can't speak, and time is of essence. That is a illusion that is really literally being created. And sometimes we can live in that moment, because the enemy can cause so much destruction in your life that he can have you knocked off of, like, your kilter, to the point where when he causes an illusion, it seems like it's real, that it's happening. Or you can go into a room and then somebody could look at you, and then you may think, oh, this person looking at me because they don't like me, when they could be looking at you because they feel like, wow, you're really gorgeous and beautiful, and you make me insecure, because it's the way you chose to look at it. Now, not saying that even the way you chose to look at it, that wasn't even a fucking case, but because you chose to look at the pessimistic side of the situation, the negative side, the con of the situation, that's what you manifested. Because if a situation even happened that even suggested that what you thought it was happened, is because that's how powerful you are. That's how much in control of a situation. When I say y'all in control of y'all situations, that's what I be saying. See, I did know that. That's when I had like an anger problem. When motherfuckers was trying to put me on medication. Let me tell you how I can prove it. Thorazine, lithium, Risperdal, all kind of shit. That's why I'm a herbalist. That's why I don't take no medication, because I want to prove to a motherfucker that shit right there. Because I had a pastor, Pastor B. She had said one day, B. McLeod, she said that taking medications weakens the spirit. And how, if you weaken your spirit, how can you fight off? You know what I'm saying? Like the spiritual warfare. So I'm like, oh fuck. The enemy is so strategic. And how he had chose to start attacking chosen ones in the early 90s by implementing doctors, doing researches on people about having ADHD, and doing experiments on kids with taking the drugs, testing the drugs out, and depression, using Depakote and Risperdal and Thorazine, and just using the kids as guinea pigs, and not even knowing that. I don't know if the parents received monetary gain, but it was just like being a guinea pig. It was like, I know that's how I felt at the time. I just didn't know what to do. I felt so crazy because it happened to me, and as I became an adult, I was so traumatized by medication, like because I was on Thorazine at one time and so drugged out. Um, they started administering it because I stopped taking the pills, and I found a way to swallow and then regurgitate the pill up. You feel me? So then they started giving it to me in liquid form, and when they gave it to me in liquid form, they started administering it by mixing it with orange juice. So, and I used to love orange juice prior to that. It was one of my comfort drinks, and long story short, they would administer the Thorazine with the orange juice, and I stopped liking orange juice. It knocked the taste of orange juice out of my mouth because all I could remember was like it would trigger, emotional thoughts of me being abused and hurt and just, oh my God, I had been through so much, you know, and I stopped drinking orange juice, and then it was like I went through life a little bit and started healing some, and just getting closer to God. I have to give him like literally all the praise, and I really give myself a lot of pats on the backs and hugs because ooh, self, you know, and I hug trees and all, but I be hugging myself because I love hugs, and every hug I really ever got was deceitful. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I really? I always felt like I was hugging myself too, though. But I felt like every time I hugged somebody, even though I was looking for healing, I got a little healing from it. But the healing I got, I didn't think about it and dissect it a little more. Because I was always taught that I was too analytical, but also me being analytical was very advantageous for my growth, and that was strengthening me as a woman, as a human, as a London the demon slayer, as London the generational curse breaker. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out on my jobs and on my rounds with God, it's like, oh my God, Lord Jesus. Like when it's my turn to do the job that I'm being called for, because I'm currently continuously under construction, but I'm on active duty for God. I'm running for Jesus. Yes, nigga. I'm running for Jesus. You feel me? And can you say it again? Yeah, I'm running for God. In no shape or form am I perfect or I would ever claim to be. I don't care how you feel about this and him. I don't even want to hear it. I just want everybody to not watch the messenger, but to also look at the message, because I listen to the message. I am depicting God. I am representing him to the best of my ability under my own, uh, situations in life, as you can see, I'm going through my shit too, But that don't mean that I'm not encouraged. That don't mean that I'm not manifesting constantly. That doesn't mean that my situation is staying the same. That doesn't mean that, because I do believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, and I do know. Guys, it look like I got a fat neck, don't know what I told. It's one neck. It's just I got a different colors because the sun. Look, you could tell. You see what I'm saying? I lean into this. It's just a lighting. It's like, and then, but it's the sun. It's like, and then, because when my neck is this way and the sun is beaming in its natural state, it's gonna burn like the skin that is settling the way that my neck is. But then when I stretch it, it's like that's the skin you're gonna see that naturally, you know, didn't really get burnt because of my ass. It's fat, I guess, and very all the way down to the little bit into high. But oh, not fat, but I could have probably afford to lose some weight. So, and it's because I don't smoke cigarettes like that no more. I smoke when if you see me smoking a cigarette, I promise you it's an occasional thing. It's because I probably had gone through a spiritual attack, but like I drink alkaline water and stuff. I'm very good to my body. I eat. I know somebody was saying in a reading was crazy. I don't know. But like some of the dietary foods that I eat, but I had said last night, I said I was going to do some research on it today. So it's probably like whenever I get off my live. um, guys, when I'm making this video, it's literally because the proof's in the pudding. No one is on here. This is for futuristic people that are kind of gonna come on here and they're gonna watch these videos and appreciate uh, the exchange of energy and the amount of teachings that I'm giving that's life changing and acknowledge what's being said as a true life changer or ranger. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is really what people even may know, but they're not in the position to exhibit these things because they either it's a lot of reasons. One could be they might not be in the space to acknowledge, oh, this is what's really happening. I was feeling it, but I was never able to put it in perspective verbally. And now that this person has verbally put it in perspective for what I was feeling, I'm able to enforce standing in my power. You know what I'm saying? Or B, they know they're scared to stand in their power because they got a lot of generational ordained authority figures around them. And it's hard to say, hey, this is who I am. And they need the strength and the validation to know what it really looks like to stand in your power, what it feels like, the level of independence that you get. Um, it's not to be used or misused for anything negative, like to be above anything with anybody. It's just to be. It's just to be. For real. You know what I miss about my hometown? What I've been missing? The nostalgic thoughts that I've been having about where I'm from. I really miss the way the sun like hit my face. The way the sun hit my face there. And the ocean that's always accessible to you. Like I always knew that if I ever moved away, oh how I would miss it. And then I would be like, oh, I'll be in a situation and I'd be like, hold on, y'all. I'll be in a situation and I'll be like, oh, I really don't. Hold on, let me get these scissors. Hold on. I'll be like, oh, because I'm in this situation, I really wouldn't even care if I was this, if I was somewhere that was better, that would remedy though, the situation. I wouldn't care if I was somewhere else and I was able to miss the water, you know. Um, because I had so much spell work being thrown at me because the motherfucker don't want to see me make it to the point where they just like they won't stop at nothing. And for God's sake, they can keep feeling like they stop at nothing because that's what it's gonna come out to be, nothing. Um, thing about it is, I got a job to do for God. He my boss. God is. I don't let people think like 48 laws of power because they wear a shirt or they wear a badge or that's what they, it's been written on by men. Yeah, they my boss. But for God said, follow the laws of the land. But see what's in my heart. Again, that's balancing out the polarities. It's not a question of being real or fake. It's just what it is. In my heart, God is my judge, jury, and my prosecutor. He is my boss. He hires me and he fires me because see, he is justice as well. He's honesty. He's all of these things. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about God, then you know that. I'm not gonna tell you that. hmm So when you get up and you're operating in His name, understand that you don't have to be ordained to be a boss. You can act like a boss. Bosses produce bosses. Mhm. So deep, it gave me time I can chew this. I'm let that sit in. Bosses produce bosses. That's a real boss. That's who I like to show off. Oh, okay. If you're doing it right, you passing them adversities, them tests. And them tests be them demons that's there as a roadblock that will prevent you or accelerate you through leveling up. Them the worst ones. Them the worst demons right there. hmm I mean, it's crazy, but it's the truth, y'all. It's the truth, bro. No, but for real. And then I'll be waiting to see if I get any more messages too for y'all because people be testing me and stuff, and some people like me, some people don't. I really don't give a damn. That's my prerogative. They say I'm, but I don't give a damn. Somebody listening to that, drop it down low, drop it down low. When you hear me and you see it in your head, oh, drop it on the low, drop it down low, so we can see it, so we can refute to it, poo. Hey, son. Oh, but for real though, so people can look back and know that God is real, because I feel like that was a key factor that somebody was listening to that song, and he just that's just you're a part of the confirmation that he's real, and that's why he wanted you to when you look at this video and see this video, he don't want you to be scared. You don't got to, how you want to be anonymous. I gotta know. Nobody ain't gotta know your name. A person gotta know your name. There's something wrong with that thing. I feel you because if I wasn't doing God's work, I wouldn't be on here, telling y'all my name is Closet Man's Healer. Feel me? That's just for people that come to me for, you know, spiritual work, cleansings, And that's what I do, spiritual baths. I will travel, but if I travel, we're gonna do a lot of talking, a lot of emailing, and I ain't coming on no dumb shit, and I'm good. You feel me? So no, man. I'm just hungry. I just woke up. I really want to eat some oatmeal. Good morning, whoever watching. Just over here talking about God, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Man, welcome, Grand Rising. May God bless you for supporting me, and I hope y'all gonna hit that like button. Y'all know how I feel about that. Or I can make this video about, I don't know, my futuristic people who will be supporting me in a way that I'm asking. Anyway, you know, I ain't gonna stare at it, but I'm going, oh, y'all know that. Me and everybody trying to be fair. This is only right. And that's just how I feel and I'm standing by it. And I'm sticking to it. See, there you go. So, but yeah, for my futuristics, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm like, if they're not gonna hit the like button, like they gotta go straight up because I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need the energy to be respected right now because because I'm going through it, and that's what's gonna help me. This is why I'm doing it. I'm giving out information for whatever the reason is, you know, and it's evident. You can see, you know, you know. Um, and I'm not paying for no viewers, not doing that. I feel like what I say is truth enough, good enough, real enough, life changing enough on a massive scale. Uh, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do. Okay, so it was a dude the other day. He was a manager somewhere. And normally, you know, the way I would have perceived it. I mean, I would have did it the same way, except for the last part. Well, I asked him, "Can I get water or whatever?" I ain't gonna say that. Mhm. All I'm gonna say is, when people try to fast talk you, when it sounds too good to be true, and you go to asking questions, you're like, uh-uh, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because what be required of you seem like, what's gonna make me excited about giving out this much energy? And when the exchange isn't evened out, uh, I think most companies got it mixed up. They think underhand emulating the energy of I don't value you. I understand that somebody gonna always need a job, and I'll be employed in financially stable as long as it's happening way longer than you failing or ever succeeding. Right? So with their position of power, because of their monetary, you know, stability and income, puts them in a position of power where whatever decision they choose to make, it don't matter if they piss poor morally or not. And normally, they don't get put piss poor morally until they have to. Uh, but forgot about what I was saying. And like Forrest Gump said, well, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah. Oh yeah. When y'all get on here, my hand. I want y'all to understand this too. Mm. Please don't motherfucking judge me. Don't judge me, cause I ain't got time and I really don't give a fuck how nobody feel about me. About me. I got motherfucking morals. Uh, things I stand by. And I can be savage as far as standing in my power. Like I told the dude the other day, he took the part out my hand. I didn't need to talk to nobody. He took the part out there. He tried to do it as if he was somebody. Instead of allowing me to give the man the part. Mom, I let him do his thing because he was doing that A because he was liking me. But A was the wrong way to go about it with me because I felt he was overbearing and he still didn't even fix the situation. So I saw him as a redundance in my life and not a problem solver. And he didn't align with what I needed. But I was the problem solver because out of all days that day, as I said, my tire had been going low. But on this particular day, it appeared to be so low I wasn't going to be able to drive my car. I looked around and it seemed like the world just kept going. Cars were still going through red and green lights, not going through red lights, but stopping and going. Like life was still circulating. People was getting gas, getting in their cars. You know what I'm saying? These are the moments that I was catching. And I said, ooh, hallelujah. I see you, devil. Oh, he wanted me to feel. He wanted me to feel like everything around me was just more than but fine. That really wasn't what was happening. Because as I began to look, I said, okay, the odds look like they're against me, but they're really not because on all days, and the day that I had gotten paid my last check on the last job I got fired from, All this happened on that day that I got paid. I had well, I got the means to fix the situation. So no matter what the devil mean for it to look like, ooh, I knew that God wanted me to see that He's able. Whoa, do you know He's able? Did He bring you through? Yes, He did. He's able. Oh, yes, He is. He can do it. And so because I believe, and when I was putting in my tire every day, it's $2. And now you'd have a card. When back then having a card would have been a convenience, but it was the quarters that you would always need and change. So of course that had never really been rectified. But people are being more quarter friendly, because when they do have air on the premises, they need to be, accommodatable. If that's a word, accommodable. Something. So they need to be able to accommodate. And right, okay. So these popcorn, the popcorn is so good. They're so fresh. It's crazy. The crunchiness that I feel is not fathomable. That's right. Oh man, that's my cornstarch ever. Oh, that way. Mm, 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 mm. I promise you, they're so fresh. They beyond crunchy. They like so crunchy. No sign. See, even a smell of a burst of corn, nothing but corn. It is so crunchy. No lie. Oh, like not even like crunchy ice. So much crunchier than that. Good ass crispy chicken. Well, the grease, crunchy all through. No hard nothing. That type of crunchy. Hold on, I'm almost finished. hmm As y'all know, we all on borrowed and save time. I'm eating off for the same time. Hunger. I woke up. I'm not right on him. Sometimes when I wake up, I be real thirsty. I'm real hungry. Mm. It be like I ain't ate in days. But yeah. hmm You know what? I think I drank too much pickle juice last night. Cause they pickled it right out. I don't give a fuck. I don't know who make them, but they good. They so good. They've been making these good ass pickles since 1926, and I be buying the out of them, and I love them. I mean, these bitches so good. You hear me? And mm, I love the little baby ones, but I love the juice of it too. But I'm here to tell y'all right now, do not motherfucking play with these goddamn pickles. I'm finna eat this one because it look like it remind me of motherfucking bass. Hold on. Look, that bitch like a bass. Hold on. A motherfucking great white shark. Great white whale. A great white whale. Yeah. So that could be it's that was so funny. But yeah, could look like a shrimp too. But those are angel messages. But look, do not drink that just like that. If you're trying to lose weight, ooh, better eat one of these pickles a day. You can break this bitch up in 3 pieces and eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how potent these is. I don't know. I want to say potent. I mean like sour. Like my daughter. If you're watching, so you remember the pickles we was getting. Them. Don't drink that juice, child. I'm gonna make ooh. But I tell you, you better be close to a bathroom just to be close. That's how you gonna feel if you ain't to you, latrine. Mm-hmm. Somebody had to be talking to in the military. So, all that's a gentleman. Mm-hmm. I believe my tribal people that's gonna come on here. I believe that we all gonna be blessed so abundantly. It's just what God's showing me. He said I'm gonna attract people. Help me say it. Mm. Mm-hmm. But I love you guys. It ain't salty. Mm. But I love. Ooh. Now you know when something so salty get your eye like. Ooh. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Motherfucking. Oh, hold on, talk that bad. Best made deal pickles, family owned, family operated. Somebody in love with a pickle. Cause that's the only way you can make good pickles. If you in love with a pickle like that and they come out like this, you in love with a pickle. Mm, mm. See, I will get these to my grandkids. Oh, because it's the only and give them. I'm gonna let them taste a regular the old time when they're in that big ass jar. Just look like they've been making them so long. They making them too far in advance. But these crunchy, sour. I mean, literally throughout it, a hint. I think that's garlic I'm tasting. I'm not sure. Just a hint. Because if anything over whatever they got, it would have turned me the fuck off. Perfect. This motherfucker is. Now you know. When you find a pickle or a food Mm. So good. Mm. Mm. Sorry. Gotta let them motherfuckers know. Like I said, I drunk too much. The pickle juice was way even past up. It was uphill. I drank all that pickle juice last night. And when I tell you, me in the bathroom, on point. So I had to get down. They boogie, buh, buh, they boogie, buh, buh, buh. And I was like, this. So I'm like, I just been really bummed out, because I've been betrayed. And it's like, so where's feeling? I'm going. But it's like, damn, it's like my daughter just went against me. And I start understanding why was she. I understand why, but I don't. It's like 99% I understand more than I should, but I do. But because I done felt that before, but I just never acted like to the degree that she did. And, I understand. But you had so much time. You did that because that's like what you wanted to do. You had ample, you had time, hours to not do it and told me I did it. Yeah. I feel bad for you, but I did it. I mean, hold on. What you feel bad for? No, 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 no. And it's like I feel like Miss Celia, it's like that type of shit. Like, oh my life, I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy, my brothers, my sister, my mama, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. It's just like everybody. You feel me? And I'm a motherfucking own child who I raised. You know, I went to prison. I could have, for 18 months because of spell work and because, I was a participant in some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was, I feel, just gross injustice on that. The odds were against me. And then Magic was being involved and created the situation. So I was I had no defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? But I still overcame it. I still got through, and I came out a fucking champion, a fucking star. And I got my daughter back, and I had a lot of monetary, gain that had accumulated due to, the situation that had happened with my son, the settlement situation happened while I was incarcerated. And so I was signing documents in there under those pretenses or under those, under that situation, and being bribed with donuts that could have been tampered with, just shit that wasn't even supposed to be brought in there. You able to bring it in here, but you couldn't get me out of prison, but you could bring me donuts and shit and Snicker bars. No. That's how much you felt. That's like no. And may all justice be given. And I'm just not even motherfucking playing because I want a bitch to look at me and see my son, see my daughter, see all us bitch in one. Because like both of my kids look just like me. You feel me? And I look like them. It's like it's crazy as fuck. I got some strong ass DNA. But My daughter seemed to be obsessed with, a situation that's made public, about a situation, and she was telling me about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, to my maybe we should petition the president, You know what I'm saying? To me, it sounds like a bribe. It sounds like you want to be slicker than me, but if you really loved him, you should have just already motherfucking wrote the president. You shouldn't even ask me shit. That should have been already. I got something to say. This already been written, and here you go. You feel me? Like, you don't gotta ask me. I'm saying if a motherfucker mean me good. That's just who I am. And she was saying she was reading me or whatever because she could read or whatever. She was saying, "Oh, my husband when he got." This is what she said. She said, "Oh, I think your husband gonna come before mine." I'm like, okay. I know somebody did a spell. They said somebody did a spell for me to be eating cheese and getting fat, but I'm fucking this cheese up. But I like cheese. You feel me? But I'm not gonna start eating it because a bitch said that because I like cheese. But anyway, mm-hmm. Motherfuckers just, mm, you know, and it's good. Like if you get avocado and sprinkle cheese on it, so good. Hmm. And so that's like something too. Yeah, sure they say cheese is fattening, but I feel like if you're eating like salads and my lip look ugly. I said, salad, trying to eat that cheese, but not ugly, but wasn't a camera savvy move. Anyway, I'm be dropping it, so I gotta get it. When I get finished, I'll shake my blanket outside. I slept pretty good though last night. I tried to eat that fucking pepper. Mm, mm, mm. You know what I want? Mm, I want some grapes and blueberries and cantaloupe. That's probably what I'm gonna go get. And some boiled eggs with this cheese. I eat cheese. I've been eating cheese pretty much every day for the past week. So you already know how my digestive system is. Hmm. Kind of just in the stage of just throwing up, pretty much. But I don't be giving a fuck because of what? Um, I'm eating salads, eating healthy. When I want chips, I just buy like the meat chips because you gotta also be careful what you eat when you're being spiritually attacked. Because like I don't eat pork and stuff, but the other day I bought two. Well, I eat pork, but I don't eat it like that. I might indulge at times, and also, anyway, I may indulge at times when I went and bought a dollar sausage biscuit because it was two big things that I could have ate with a little bit of money that I had to spend. In a way, I could get satisfied. You feel me? With my food intake for the day. That's what I was risking. only being able to eat one time a day because I ate them 2 motherfucking sausage biscuits. That was too much for one day. I don't know how many calories it was. I just knew it was like a day and a half of food. So I didn't eat again until yesterday, last night. Then when I ate, like a salad and pickles. And late last night, the situation with the pickle juice. I think I opened them chips up last night. Could have been this morning. I think this morning when I woke up. And that was it. I love cheese like that. So yeah, from here to Tokyo. Somebody might be going to Tokyo. Do you know you cannot bring no witchery into Dubai? But I'm saying you can't bring no witchery, but you got candles over there. What you think that is? What do you think you got something over there? There's other stuff that ain't even. Some people don't need. I feel them. They need that. They can't even bring it. You feel you? Like no, I guess probably no crystals and shit. Ooh, look at you. Where my little socks was at around the. Ooh, fuck, man. Hold on, y'all. Hey, people so fucking nosy. That's why I be putting up like a black. I put the little this right here up usually, but so people can't even look over here at me. Then I just want some sunlight on this good Sunday. Oh God, it's still throwing black magic at me. Oh. Oh. That God's not dead. He's yet alive. Feel him in my hands. I can feel him. I went to a hair store the other day. Talking to this lady. She was from Africa. But I was in calm warrior mode. I don't know which one. You know what I mean? So, let me look on your phone. I can tell you some kind of way. So, where your palm is if you'll tell you you're from Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah? I said, I'll show it to you. I say, well, woe to you. You got any negative intention. Uh-huh. Because if you do, I'll send it back to you 1,000 times. I said, you want to see? She said, no. I said, you sure? She said, no. I said, okay. Have a great day. Mm-hmm. 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 So kids, you can stand up to people just enough, and sometimes it don't even require you to stand up. Sometimes it require you. Let sleeping dogs die. Lie. Feel me? Mm-hmm. And I don't know why mine keep playing with me. And I don't know why people keep playing with me. And I don't know why we keep playing with each other. Cause I'm not by far innocent. I'm just innocent in my situation. Cause we all fall short of the glory of God. Whether we mean to or we don't. Y'all hit birds. Mm-hmm. Um, uh, I can get into it later. But y'all gonna come tell me regardless. One thing about it, bitch don't understand. Birds is magical. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I got to say about that type situation. I always be trying to figure out how to cut it off.